Oscar-worthy eats. Chef George Duran is here with delectable dishes inspired by this year's Oscar nominees. Chef, good morning to you. So audiences fell in love with the Best Picture nominee Minari, and you've got a tasty recipe that plays off of the themes of that film. Tell us about it.
Absolutely. Minari, a Korean family that comes to Arkansas in the 70s in search of the American dream, where we're going to take the flavors of Korea and the United States, and we're going to make a Korean-style pizza. It's a very simple recipe, and here's how you're going to make it. Very simply, first we're going to make a sauce with kimchi and mayo. Process that until you get a nice, creamy drizzle sauce. Put that aside. Now take your dough, guys, and we're going to add a little bit of this marinara sauce, but I'm going to also add this, what's called gochujang. It's a Korean chili sauce. It's sweet and spicy. You can find it in the Asian aisle of your supermarket. Mix that up, lay it all across the pizza just like this, and on top of that, we're going to go ahead and add our meat. And to that, you're going to be, well, you can be very lazy, actually. You're going to find anything that's pulled. In this case, I have pulled pork. You can add pulled chicken, pulled beef, whatever you want. Just kind of dot that throughout the pizza, just like this. And on top of that, we're going to add our cheese. Now, you want something mild and nutty, something special. I'm using Jarlsberg in this case, but you're going to go ahead and grate that, and that's going to give you a really nice meltability. That's what they're known for, just all throughout the pizza. This is such a simple recipe, but again, bringing those nice flavors of Korea right on your pizza. Go ahead. Beautiful. There you go. Put it inside a 450-degree oven, and when it comes out, you're going to add a little bit of red onions to it, and this is what it's going to look like. Ooey gooey cheese on top of that, the sweet and spicy gochujang sauce on that. The Jarlsberg is kind of melting. See those onions? That's going to add a little crunch to it, too. You can even add some cilantro if you want to. It is such a fantastic way to combine the taste of both worlds.
Yeah. Speaking of mild and nutty, I think these guys are getting carpal tunnel syndrome.
The first time we've been in the studio next to each other in a year. This is trouble.
Getting wacky.
Next up, the hilarious sequel Borat, subsequent movie film, netted 2 Oscar nominations, and now it's the inspiration for a delectable dessert. Tell us about it.
Yeah, you know, everybody has their donut, and Kazakhstanis have their donuts too. It's called baursaki. It's a very simple dish to make, and it's worth the effort in making the dough from scratch. So here I pretty much have flour, yeast, egg, butter, and salt in there too, a little bit of sugar. You're going to mix that up with your hand, or you can use a stand mixer, add a little bit of warm milk. In about 30 minutes when that's done, it's going to kind of look like pizza dough, actually, just like this. And you're going to roll it into little balls like this. That's it. You're going to fry this up a little bit. You can shallow fry it as well. But once you fry it up, it's so simple to serve. And again, in Kazakhstan, it is a very popular dessert. This is what's going to look like. Golden brown, beautiful dough that's been fried. You're going to add some powdered sugar to it, guys. Heck, you can add some honey too. A lot of Kazakhstanis love to have it with honey. I'm going to add some caramel sauce just to Americanize it. And as Borat would say, very good.
Very good. All right. Thank you so much, George. I want to remind everybody you can get the recipes on GoodMorningAmerica.com and check out Good Morning America on Instagram, where George is sharing his recipe.
It's really good.
It is. I tasted it, too. Rosebud lemonade inspired by Best Picture nominee Mank. Cheers to that.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.